There. Fixed. I'm gonna get a donut and I'm fucking off.
Enjoy the donuts. They're like crack cocaine.
I know. Thank you.
They're so good. I know, Frostshard, truly the worst thing to ever happen in the history of existence is not being able to hear my voice.
I'm sorry for fixing it, chat. Let me turn on the light. Here's that lighting.
Go catch up on your anime. Welcome back, everyone. As you can see, I've broken into Knick-Knack's house once again. And stolen his computer for the night. So that's gonna be great. I'd like to say that we're doing something special, but we're really, well, hang on, let me exhaust the little bit of summoning that I have available. There we go. Okay, nothing special, but I like to drop those whenever I have too many of them. Alright. Truly, we're not doing anything special today. We're just playing more Babylonia. Yeah, that's right. We were halfway through. Okay, Temple of the Sun, Section 12. Oh boy. Here's to hoping, fingers crossed, knock on wood, we don't get stuck anywhere, because that would be very unfortunate. I think I'm going to take this Miyamoto Musashi. It's been a while. I think I used that Miyamoto Musashi a lot, but it's probably been like a stream or two, because we weren't using a whole lot of sabers last time, so. I'll try it with it this time. Try as if it's not going to work. It always works. Operation Defeat Quetzalcoatl begins now, Master. Let's head to Ur first. Oh, Gatekeeper, here's the seal from King Gilgamesh permitting our departure. Yes, thank you. Please have a safe trip. You're the Gatekeeper that was on duty when we first came to Uruk. This south gate was attacked by Quetzalcoatl, but are you alright? Well, it's embarrassing to say, but I wasn't even taken as an opponent. Did you know that these past few days an unknown disease has been infecting people in Uruk? Yes, I hear the old and weak are the first to die. I had the same symptoms as them, didn't have an appetite for 3 whole days. So when that goddess saw my face, she said, don't push yourself, want a mango. Mango. You mean the fruit mango? I've heard of it, but it existed in this age? Yes, and it was very tasty. Almost the instant I popped it in my mouth, I felt better. Thanks to that, I was able to resume my duties as a gatekeeper. And you just ate it? I mean, it's a mango. I too would eat the mango. And I'm like mildly intolerant to like mangoes. You know? Yes, I did. That's one of the reasons I came to be stationed here at the South Gate. Everyone's scared of this gate, you know? So, I'm not sure that the goddess of the jungle is actually evil, really. I'm sure this is just bothersome to hear. But if you meet her, and it looks like you can speak with her, before you exchange blows, please try to talk to her. Maybe there's a way to solve this without fighting. I don't know, I think she really likes fighting. I feel like fighting is maybe her way of making friends. That's what the gatekeeper was saying, but is it even possible to speak with Quetzalcoatl? It might be. It isn't. She will attack us, so be ready to defend yourselves. Don't worry, I'll be there to fight with you this time. Just watch closely and see which goddess is the more powerful one. A talk with Quetzalcoatl, eh? It's true that there may be a way to avoid battle. She said she would eradicate humanity because her mother called her here to do so. Which means that she's not against mankind of her own free will. Though that does raise the question of who this mother is. If she says mother, then wouldn't it be the goddess of demonic beasts, Tiamat? Well, if you think about it, that does make sense. How about it, Ishtar? Did Gorgon order you two to exterminate mankind? Huh? I couldn't care less about the three-goddess alliance. Quetzalcoatl is a winged serpent, right? Maybe she's just helping out Gorgon because they're both snakes. Ishtar isn't interested in the three-goddess alliance? No, wait, this odd feeling. Could it be... Meow. I knew you'd come back to my jungle, my prey. If Cuckoo returned to the jungle, then you guys wouldn't be far behind. That is common sense. and ambushing prey on the flank is the jaguar's hunting style. Meow, it's time to snack. Huh. Fucking jaguar warrior. Senpai, it's Jaguar Warrior. Here she comes, down from the trees, as always. Ah, your stealth abilities are to be expected in the jungle. With all the magical energy surrounding us, I couldn't detect you at all. However, Quetzalcoatl is still the principal deity in Mesoamerican culture. No matter how much power Gorgon gained from the Holy Grail, Quetzalcoatl wouldn't serve her without cause. Just like the gatekeeper said, she probably has a reason. Leaving this mother problem aside, it's a good idea to try and talk to her. Yes, talk. Conversation is the best expression of human sincerity and kindness, Seki. Uh-huh. Sure. Geez, that's not convincing at all. Don't you see that? Right, Meow? There's a teary-eyed goddess being ignored right in front of you. No. After witnessing Quetzalcoatl's divinity, you seem like no more than a paper tiger. And you're dead. I'll put an end to this 1,000-year war between light and darkness. You humans have no tomorrow. Why? Because it's only natural that the weak perish. There is no good or evil in that. If you want to live, be strong. Meow, that's the paw of the jungle. This is the law of the jungle, as old and as true as the sky. And the wolf that will keep it will prosper, and the wolf that will break it shall die. Rudyard Kipling, The Law of the Jungle. It goes on for like 2 pages. It's one of my favorite poems, genuinely. It's from the Jungle Book. First chapter, I think. Yeah. Jaguar Warrior is now in battle mode, and what she's saying actually makes sense. It's too late to notice, Meow. I'm not taking it easy, baby. It's survival of the fittest here, and you're not looking too fit. Fuck off. Alright, let's see. Oh, these guys aren't the chonkiest. I mean, they're chonky, but they're not the chonkiest. Let's see. Rude. Why you attack the same person every time? I haven't really looked at my friends list too closely, Frostshard. I'm assuming I probably wouldn't notice if people powered up like way too much. Her pun game is indeed perfect. It's positively delightful. I'm gonna be honest, so, little known fact about me, right? But I actually absolutely adore big cats and tigers in specific. So tigers are possibly one of my favorite animals. And they have always been, like, since I was a child. Like, I have my own tiger onesie. So, like, not necessarily, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like that would be a really good, I feel like that would be, like, a really good, like, oh, what's the word? Like, icebreaker to, like, friendship. You know what I mean? Like, bonding over our shared love of tigers. That would be great. To be honest. At one point, up till like a couple of years ago, I was actually able to name all of the subspecies of tiger, including the extinct ones, and like all the major stats about them, because I learned it all for a school project, like by heart. Yeah, I did in fact, and it was so fucking hot in that onesie to go to Doyle. I'm fairly certain that we filmed that video like in the middle of summer or something, and it was absolutely unbearable. Oh my god. The things I did for that video specifically. I'll use a nightingale. Yeah. Kind of an unfortunate. Well, yeah, let's go with that. I mean, I feel like we can get past that frost shard. What, is that all you got? Meow. It doesn't hurt, not a scratch. Oh no, I shot her. You guys told me to shoot her, so I did. But is that really okay? Of course, she'll probably never learn her lesson unless we kill her, so we'd better do it at least once. Hey, you know that servants die when they are killed, right? No. Not the return of... Oh my god, people die when they are killed. As a fellow rogue servant, Mew should know what it's like. A once-in-a-lifetime miraculous summon, but with no master, I am the brown-striped, cat-eared jaguar warrior who dreams of getting a real job. I'm no goddess, but I'm still a Nagual god. Shouldn't you guys show me at least a little respect? What? That thing is a rogue servant? I totally thought she was Quetzalcoatl's minion. I'm not a minion. Cuckoo and I have just been stuck with each other. I don't have a master, so I'm just freeloading off Cuckoo for Meow. I see, so you're just a leech. Seki, the more allies, the better. She may not be that bright, or well, altogether sane, but that servant is good in a fight. You know what to do. Roger. I heard everything, since I have 4 ears. I'll catch any kind of sound. However, an amazing opportunity like that is impossible. Let me make that clear. I am a very proud wild jaguar. I will never work under somebody. But I will give you a chance. I'll at least listen, so give it a shot. Why are these both... Oh my god. Why are these both... Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go with the bottom one. Oh god. And done. I'm your ally. I've just become your ally, right, Meow? I know. Defeat Quetzalcoatl, right? Just leave it to your big sis. This tiger will give you all the deets on Cuckoo from her bedtime to when she wakes up. Negotiations were successful, Master. Jaguar Warrior became our ally, and it only took a single sentence to convince her. Oh boy. Oh boy. Right, oh, and that's how I, Jaguar Warrior, will move from the jungle to a modern environment like Chaldea. I'll be in Seki's care starting today. Nice to meet you all. Seki, that was the worst move possible. If Merlin hadn't said anything, I will kill him. I look forward to working with you, Jaguar Warrior. I am Senpai's official servant, Mash Kyrillite. Right, you offered a handshake with a smile, but I know you're a pretty scary girl, though. Nice to be working with you, Mash. And you too, familiar-looking lolly gal. You brought in another noisy one. Well, she isn't even pseudo-contracted, so we could cut her off anytime if necessary. But she is definitely a good informant for us. The jungle is her backyard, after all. Let's have her guide us from Ur to Eridu, and she can tell us about Quetzalcoatl along the way. Leave it to me. It's Eridu, right? I'll guide you at top speed. Grr, won't let you. Why did you betray us, Jaguar Warrior? Ah, yes. I'm detecting multiple hostiles. You guys are surrounded. You forget pride, jungle, humans, visitors, humans, intruders. Humans, ATM, we guide them. You taught us, but you betray. Tee, it's the Sumerian beastmen I've been lying to this whole time. Sorry guys, I went ahead and changed jobs. I found a new master. By the way, don't you remember I told you a million times not to touch them civilians? What? Miss Jaguar Mura? Wait, why are there mafia-style modern clothes underneath your fur? You just do whatever you feel like, don't you? Knock it off already. Boss, but you, Fallen, get her. Too bad. I guess there are tagalongs that aren't cool with me moving on. Didn't think I'd have to take out my own minions. Sure, bring it on. It's a good opportunity to show Seki what I've got. My club can be vicious. Be prepared, because you ain't getting crocodile meat ever again. But I like crocodile meat. It's so good. Beautiful. Yep, I remember that. Taiga always reminds me a little bit of Goku-sen. I don't know if y'all know Goku-sen. There is an anime, and it was both an anime and a live-action drama, but Goku-sen. You know, I've always thought... I mean, I think a lot of things taste like chicken, though. Like, just because chicken has, like, a fairly ambiguous flavor depending on what seasoning you give it. I think the best thing about crocodile is the texture. Like, it has a really good texture. Like a good chew, if that makes sense. Yeah. That's my opinion on it, at least. Yeah. But I mean, you know, almost anything tastes like chicken depending on how you season it. Cause it's kind of like, I don't know. I used to have a teacher who said that that's what aliens will say about us someday, is that we taste like chicken. And I've never forgotten that, because it was just the funniest thing for a teacher to say. Not even like a college professor, like a high school teacher. Oh, disgusting. More than just a couple enemies. I hate that. Oh. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's just a gross oversimplification, though, of like the descendancy line of dinosaurs. You know? I'm just saying. Yeah, exactly, Frostshard. Anything can taste like chicken if you try hard enough. That is what I believe in. Oh, this is gonna be unfortunate. Remove something. Okay, alright. Ooh, nice. Well, nice in a way, not in others. Okay. Lancers are strong against... Right, Lancers are strong against sabers. No, yeah, Lancers are strong against sabers. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have any Lancers right now, but... Lancers are strong against sabers. Sabers are strong against archers. Archers are strong against Lancers. So, in theory, if I start it that way, that's probably my best option, per se. Okay. No, I got it. I got it. I just had to think about it. Actually, you got your guys' suggestion. Wait, no? Hang on. No, because you remember it with servants, right? So, Lancer is strong against Saber. Saber is strong against Archer. Archer is strong about... No, because you said Ku beats Emiya, right? That's Lancer is stronger than Saber. But is it Lancer to Saber, Saber to Archer, Archer to Lancer? But the arrow's going in that way. I'm so confused. Obviously, I was not learning well enough. Never mind, then. Okay, so here's the problem, Frostshard. Yeah, Dakota Doyle's got where the problem was. The problem was I thought Emiya was a saber. Oh my god. Oh. It's because he uses swords. I cannot be blamed for that entirely. That one is not on me. This one uses a sword. I refuse to accept that could be blamed on me. So I had the right characters, I just had the wrong classes. So, yeah, okay. Yeah. Well, maybe I'll remember it next time. Also, yes, I do see that man's name, Big Bro Zhuge. Although I'd recognize that outline regardless. Yeah, but Tacos, when I'm watching Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works, I don't see, there's no symbols on screen for me to look at. Oh my god. This is a mess. Ku is strong against Emiya. Emiya is strong against Artoria. Artoria is strong against Ku. So Lancer, Archer, Saber. Okay. Oh. I do think that's really funny though. See, but that doesn't help me, Frostshard. I need an archer who uses a bow. Nady would be so disappointed in me. They put so much effort into it. I gotta study more. So, we've arrived at Ur. I know it was a wild trip, but I appreciate Seki's kindness for not asking about my minions. Poor were-jaguars. Aren't you guys from the Chaldean embassy? Did you come to rescue us? Wait, you're all the soldiers Quetzalcoatl took away. You're alive? Even after she tossed you so far into the air and beat you so brutally? Yeah, oh yeah, we have to explain it from there. We were surprised she didn't kill us too. Uh-huh, at a glance it looked as though they were being murdered, right? But she wasn't killing them. Well, she is actually killing them, but right after giving them a killer move, she's casting a killer revive on them. That girl. It's Cuckoo's bad habit, or kind of like her policy. I personally don't get showing mercy in a match like that. She takes on anyone who's ready to risk their lives to challenge her, but she helps those who aren't ready to die. That's why she gets taken advantage of by T.H.E, and yet she still just doesn't learn. You good? As a big sis, I'm worried that the other goddesses will walk all over her if she doesn't change. So there's 0 casualties? Oh yeah, a report delivered to the king mentioned that as well. Besides the soldiers who were taken, there were no casualties among any of the soldiers that were involved. But it looks like you're all locked inside Ur. That's right, that weird goddess is preventing us from returning to Uruk. Because you guys are our dear sacrifices! You all gotta become Cuckoo's soldiers when the time comes! I see, does that mean Quetzalcoatl is taking these men to build herself an army? That's right, they're getting retrained in Eridu. That girl may look cheerful, but she has experience as a king. Did you know she's super good at commanding an army? So why don't you guys stay and fight here too? We are soldiers of Uruk. We cannot stay away from the city, not even for a day. Everyone else is preparing for the end of the world, doing what they need to do without any rest. Now, don't say that. Ur is pretty fun too. The residents look a little down, but that's not important. There's 2 kinds of people. The ones who can make it and the ones who can't. That doesn't change no matter what era we're in. But that's why humans have thrived for a long time. If each and every person could work that hard, it'd be kind of scary. There are ones who can fight and ones who cannot. That difference in capacity is a trait seen only among human society. That's what Cuckoo was saying. Well, it doesn't matter to me, though. Cuckoo, so you were talking about Kukulkan. Quetzalcoatl was the priest king of the Toltecs. To the Mayans, he was the conquering king, Kukulkan. Quetzalcoatl was a god, but also appeared at times as a king of men. So that goddess may be inheriting all of that memory and history. She's very busy for a goddess. I wonder if all the gods of other lands are workaholics like her. It means she's not quite like Gorgon. She understands what human beings are, but chooses to destroy them nonetheless. Well, that's complicated in itself, but how about it, Seki? You think you'll be able to talk to her? I do, yes. I think that's impossible. Gorgon is the goddess of the north, right? Quetzalcoatl is also a goddess of war. If she shows her true self, she becomes much more terrifying than Gorgon. Cuckoo is a monster who enjoys fighting. She sounds cheery, but that's because she's in a good mood. But imagine what'll happen if the fun is taken out of it. All she'll be is a cold killing machine afterwards. Words alone could never defeat Quetzalcoatl. The only thing that could silence her would be a head-on battle of the soul. Yeah, I saw Kukulkan was on Raid Up. Okay, just because that's a funny option. Good evening. On guard duty by yourself again? Here you go. Something to drink. It's chilled fruit water. Sure, I might as well since I'm here. So Ur turned out to be like this, huh? Compared to Uruk, though, the people are kind of morose. But this is how things are supposed to be. Not all humans are strong. There are people who try, but it just doesn't work. That's not because they're not brave enough or they're weaklings. They're just not fit to do certain things. Gilgamesh and Quetzalcoatl don't understand that. No, they don't even try to understand it. If only the strong and glorious are accepted in this world, the weak and the frightened ones will have no place. I'm not saying you need to protect them because they're weak. It's just that some things can only be seen from their perspective. I don't want to ignore that fact. I want everything to be fair. Ishtar, you're fussy. Really? I didn't realize. But it's true, I don't like dirty things. Although I love bones, I don't like animal guts and stuff like that, though. Well, whatever. Anyway, I actually came to advise... Achoo! I came to give you some advice tonight, to plan against Quetzalcoatl. Hey, were you trying to run away again when I was trying to be nice and tell you something? That's just my imagination. The fruit water is good? Oh, okay, if you say so. Anyway, listen carefully to my super helpful advice. Ready? She is a god of good, the apex of all things good. If you think about it, that means nothing good can work on her. The only things that could really harm her would have to be evil. That's why if you get into battle, use an evil servant to fight against her. That way, you'll at least be able to fight better than before. No matter what happens, just don't rely on me. Ah, I see. Yes, of course. I am the greatest and wisest goddess of Mesopotamia. But aren't you a little naive? Well, maybe just a little. I'm usually at the temple, so all I knew of the outside world was what I'd heard. I was given a job as soon as I was born, so I didn't have any freedom. You're seriously the first person to have a conversation with me like this as a friend. That's why I couldn't turn a blind eye, so I'm helping you out like this. I'm honored. Yeah, I figured that was Ketz's whole gimmick. Is that so? I hadn't thought about that, but maybe it's not so bad to have a friend. Did someone just see us together? Oh, it's just a small animal. Wait, that's the beast of disaster again. How could you bring that dangerous thing around? That's a spiritual beast that feeds off human greed, you know? Don't you know that if you toss him into a village, he'll grow into an uncontrollable monster in a year? If it hasn't been that long since you had him, I won't say anything bad. Hurry up and throw him into some molten lava or something. But it's already been a year. Foo! Foo, foo, foo! Hey, don't hit my cheeks like that. Okay, I got it. You want me to get back, right? Anyway, I gave you my advice. I'm going to bed now. I can't be of much help, but do your best in the battle with Quetzalcoatl, Seki. Good night, Ishtar. For who? Yeah, I know it's a Resh, but you know. Yeah. Wild. Let's see. Well, I always know that we've finished a subsection when I get the little pop-ups for my daily quests and stuff. Ooh, rider's up. Okay. It's been a while since we've had a rider up. I think the last time we had a rider up, I used Carmilla, so we're not going to use Carmilla again. I think I have to try to use Anhazi. I think I have to, you know? Like, it's required. It's necessary. Now, I don't have the rider cat. Well, I kind of have rider caster assassin, but I haven't memorized the 3 servants that go along with it, so, you know. We made it. Meow. Beyond this jungle's veil lies Eridu. I can feel Cuckoo's death aura just 20 meters ahead. It's been 2 hours since the sun fell from its zenith. Current time on our modern clocks, 3 p.m. It seems that Quetzalcoatl has returned from her attack on Uruk. What a pain. Our plan was to disable Quetzalcoatl's temple before fighting her. Now that Quetzalcoatl has returned, that throws everything off. The irony is, in order to weaken Quetzalcoatl, we need to defeat her first. It's difficult for us amateurs to move through the jungle. You can't blame us for using up half a day just to get here. Seki, now you have to decide when to execute our plan. We can spend the night here and wait for Quetzalcoatl to head back to Uruk, or see if there's an opening to get into the temple. What do you think? We can't sacrifice any more people in Uruk. Including today, we have only 5 days left before Gorgon invades. It'll be 4 tomorrow. It's true that it'd be best to save as much time as we can, but I agree with Master. Invading enemy camps will always come with risks. I imagine that Quetzalcoatl will interfere no matter how perfectly we prepare. What you're saying is, if she's going to interfere anyway, then it's best for us to engage the enemy first. You got guts for saying that, Mash. You heard that, Dr. Roman. How are things on your end? Have you figured out the layout of Eridu? Yes, leave it to me. Eridu is laid out much like Uruk. I can see there's a large structure beyond the residential district. It's not as complicated as a ziggurat, but I imagine that's the temple. If Mash carries Seki and you all move through the residential district at full speed, you should reach the temple in less than 10 minutes. But I'm detecting a large magical energy signal in front of the temple. That has to be Quetzalcoatl. If we launch an assault now, we'll have to do battle with her. There's no getting around it. What's the problem with that? Mash, young girl, Pampa Sky, Ishtar, and the great Jaguar warrior. With this many of us, we can at least hold Cuckoo off for a bit. During that time, Seki can run up to the top of the temple and destroy the Sunstone, right? Here, it's a spare of my unique weapon, the Deathclaw, also known as the Fearsome Club. I thought this might happen, so last night I went on a jungle adventure while you slept, and made it. One good hit from this will reduce anything, even the Sunstone, to dust. That should take Cuckoo's divinity down a few notches. What a capable, beautiful woman. Do it. Do it, Frostshard. Oh, shit. I can't check Discord right now. Okay. When Knick-Knack comes out, we'll have him check Discord for me. I know, right? There's no one better at harassing Quetzalcoatl than me. Looks like we've got our plan. So let's confirm one last time. We're going to go through this jungle and head into Eridu. With the doctor's guidance, we can get to the temple without any problems. No matter how we hide ourselves at the temple, Quetzalcoatl will likely detect us, so we'll just hit her head on with all we've got. The servants will give their all to keep Quetzalcoatl busy. That'll get you 2 or 3 minutes. With those few minutes, Seki will enter the temple alone and destroy the symbol at the altar. Sound good? You know this whole plan is a long shot, and both master and servant could die, right? It'll work. Well, Romani Archiman, you heard her. Any objections? It's a dangerous plan, but it's got its merits. No matter what we do, the chance of success is low anyways. Da Vinci has been watching and complaining this whole time, but she gave the go-ahead too. I'll sanction the operation. Leave the backup to me, Seki. Alright, let's go. Right, I will do everything to support you. There's a large building in front of you. That's the temple. No, but that isn't like the temple in Uruk. A goddess should have her own temple reconstructed according to her own tastes. So that staircase-looking thing must be Quetzalcoatl's temple. That's convenient. You won't get lost in there. The symbol has to be at the top. I know climbing that extremely steep set of steps will be taxing, but you'll just have to put your backs into it and persevere. A path to get closer to the heavens, huh? The concept is the same as a ziggurat, but the approach is much more in tune with nature. I'm getting several enemy signatures from all around Eridu. From the jungle, too. There are winged serpents gathering with the 3rd and 4th waves. If we fight them all, it'll take a night. Break through and head towards the temple. Okay, Frostshard, I will check it, as soon as I am able in some way. Actually, you know what? No, I won't do that. I won't do that. Okay. Ozzy! We love Ozzy. Oh, they hit hard. Damn. Oh, enemy remaining 8. Okay. So wave clearing would be good right now. Lovely. Is Ozzy's NP wave clearing? Is it multi-target? I can't remember. No, one enemy. Okay. Alright. So not super helpful for wave clearing. I don't have a wave clearing NP available. Okay. That is fine. We are just going to battle it out. We're just gonna hit a lot of things really hard. And maybe activate that. So, assassin to rider, rider to caster, caster to assassin? Is that how that works? Or do I have it the wrong way around? Cool. So in theory, Koyan is my best unit right now. For this, well, for this round, because it's all riders. Although she's not my strongest servant. She's the best for this. That's fine. I can work with that. I can work with that, because guess whose NP is all targets? Koyan. Yep. Okay. Alright, let's just drop this, and then that, and then that, because it's at 100. So Koyan to Iskandar, Iskandar to Anna, Anna to Koyan, basically. If I'm correct in my... Unless I have it the wrong way around again. You know how it'd be. Oh, fuck off. There we go. Ooh, lovely. Okay. Hate that. Yeah, okay. There we go. Because no, they couldn't make it easy and just make everything susceptible to the same type of servant that you borrow. God forbid. That would be fantastic if they did. Yeah. Yeah, it didn't do a lot. But that's okay, because we're gonna... Oh, why the fuck did you do that to me, you little bitch? Now I realize that this is not going to get him to full, but I'm just going to do that. There's every possibility we're not going to get there, but we'll see. Yeah, I realize, but sometimes it's not the boss that's the bigger problem. Sometimes it's having to deal with the endless amount of mooks, you know? Like mooks with a line. Yeah, Coulter needs an animation update. So does Yuge though, so like, it's not just him. Beautiful. Oy. Okay, these are getting really annoying. I just wanna... Would you stop it? Ah! Okay. That's not ideal. You know, Nick Nack said he was gonna help me last week with the whole full inventory thing. I guess that's gonna be this week. Because we didn't do it last week. And now I literally have a full inventory. Isn't that great? Isn't that fantastic? Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Why? Why? Oh. Oh my god, okay. Do I have someone who needs to level up? Can I just, like, waste some shit on anyone here? Literally anyone. Okay, alright. I can level up Fran. Yeah, I can do that. No. Alright, that should be... In theory, I should at least be able to continue with the frickin' quests. Let's see. Yeah? Yeah, okay. Alright, we got it. Okay. Oh, assassin up. You know, I haven't used first Hassan in a while. Yeah, so I haven't done... I don't know. I need to go through my inventory, and I think there's also just like it's the foo coins and stuff, because I was not prepared to get like when the new update dropped, like the Ordeal Call 1 or whatever it was just came out. I got like the notification when I logged in that I had like 60 things completed in the quests, and then it just dropped. Well, you know what? First Hassan's alignment is unimportant right now because we've already clicked. We've broken through the enemy and reached the temple, but something crazy is behind it. That's Marduk's X. I'm a little shocked myself. It's several times bigger than we were told. Hola! Welcome to my sun temple. I love the way you headed straight here without wasting time. Yes! Of course, that's been the case for more than just today. Yes! You sped all the way here after my attack. It's so exciting, just like I hoped. It was worth believing in Seki and waiting, yes. Really, I'm glad. I'm glad you didn't waste any time outside of Eridu. If you had done something pitiful like that, I would have had to abandon my policy and just kill you all, yes. Is it wrong of me to say that this is objectively a more attractive face than the last one? I'm just saying. The enemy servant is giving off overwhelming power, but if we don't stop her, Master can't get to the altar. I know, how silly of me. I'm being childish. I saw a certain dummy who has no business being here, so I returned to my wild nature a little. Oh crap, if the fight starts, she'll kill me first. I just had a premonition and I'm sure of it. See! No mercy for you, amiga. Never. I'm going to rip the flesh from your bones, yes. Alright, let's fight. You've come to defeat me by whatever means necessary, yes? I respect your courage and decisiveness. I shall never back down from any fight or any challenges. That's what I love. Humans are so fun to mess with. You can kill them, you can let them live, you can threaten them, or protect them. I don't have any memories left from the Cretaceous period, my first generation, but the seeds of information that are generations old tell me this. I love you, humans. I want to coexist with you. Humans give meaning to our lives. Meaning to your lives? That makes no sense. Right, humans give you life and purpose, and yet you're trying to destroy them. It makes me feel funny when you scold me like that. Yes, I like it. But it makes perfect sense, doesn't it? This is normal in human society, right? Purpose isn't just some hobby. It's what you have to do to live, to be you, yes. I'm a deity who can't exist without messing with humans, and I don't just mean the body of the person who's my host. For humanity to survive longer, I need to help some of them and get rid of others so they can adapt to their environment. Performing this cycle is what my life is about. It's why I exist. Do you understand? I participated in this trial as one of the 3 goddesses because I want to play with humanity more. As long as I'm here, humanity won't go extinct, but of course they won't be safe or at peace either. But smile, I will guarantee your freedom, the freedom to run from the threat of yours truly, and I will so enjoy watching you squirm, like a naughty girl with ants and a magnifying glass. Seki, this conversation is a waste of time. There are many gods in this land, but she's on a whole other level. I've never seen a deity whose love was this messed up. Oh, I'm blushing! You figured out why I'm so in love with Seki, yes? De nada. Mucho, mucho. Hey. I need to see Discord. Frostshard apparently sent something that literally could not be sent in the YouTube chat.
Oh, it was fucked up. I saw it as I was watching the
Okay, I didn't get to see it because I can't access Discord.
I didn't read the entirety of it, but let's just say it might involve the assassination of a U.S. president.
Can I read it?
No.
Are you gonna make me wait till stream is over?
Absolutely.
Oh my god, chat. This is my villain origin story. Senpai, this is serious time. Stop trying to flirt from your Spanish dictionary. Now, you're after the Sunstone, right? I'll give your master a chance for as long as you can hold me off. It can be a game, but first, I have a request. Seki, no matter what you fight or how it goes, don't forget to feel joy, yes? I fight because it's fun. Humans fight because it's fun too. If you don't have hatred in your heart, you won't kill your opponent. That's what makes Lucha Libre so great. So you enjoy this danger too, okay? If you do, we can understand each other more. Yes! Heed me, child. Celebrate not with the joyous one. I get it. That's what I want to hear. Yes, I'm so excited. Fighting is what brings us joy. Survival is the fundamental principle of life. It's what allows man and the gods to communicate. Now let's fight with all our strength. What's up?
Nothing. You have fun.
I'm assuming I just picked the wrong dialogue option.
Yes.
You said dialogue options don't matter yet.
No, I also said there was a specific point where they actually would matter and it'd be kind of hilarious if you got there. You got there. Well, you started the fight, might as well take a look at what you're dealing with now.
Okay. Well... I don't know if QUETZ is human. I got a bad feeling. Frostshard, Repo was not in fact my villain origin story. Repo was fun. What? Man, First Hazan has one of the coolest NPs.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, that did jack shit all. Comparatively, you know?
You can still win this. It's not the worst of the bad choice debuff setup.
I don't know. I think the bigger problem is if anyone from my front line goes down, I think everyone in my back line is good aligned. Because I didn't change my back line. It's like Satanta, Iskandar, and... So these guys, they have to stay alive. There's not an option. They don't get another option, Knick-Knack. They have to stick it out. I need these three. Specifically these three. Although I will say, my thought was I was going to use the Ashiadomon team for this. But then I didn't realize this was the fight, because it wasn't the final fight of the section. And I always assumed that the big bosses are like the final fight of the section. So you know, that's fun. Oh god. Dear Lord.
Saved by the power creep.
I'm just gonna... Just in case. Okay. For a second, I'm gonna stun her for a round. I need to get his cards out. Okay. Alright. Not ideal. Not ideal. Jesus. Oh my god. I got a feeling this is not gonna go super well. Yeah, Mash is my other backliner.
Yeah, Mash can't do shit in this fight.
Yeah. She could stand there and look pretty for a round or two.
Protect?
Yeah, she protect, she attack.
No, she doesn't attack much for shit.
That is true. That is in fact true. I realize this will do nothing, but you know, just for the sake of like just doing something with those two.
Oh, he got him halfway down. Maybe he's pocket suit yet. Very, very hard to pocket suit. Come on, 16K.
Why 16K?
You're almost done with that.
Oh boy. No! First Hassan! Bye, Coulter! Alright, Mash. Not ideal. Okay. I feel like I should just let Mash hold the line and focus attacks on herself for a little while. To keep Hassan alive. I mean, how much will it increase his NP though? Because I haven't really leveled Mash. Well, I've leveled Mash's skills a little.
That's level 7. You leveled her quite a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Because I've been telling you to level her skills because
that's
she's
true.
Required for
if I
fights.
prop that on first Hassan, how much is that going to charge him?
The max is about 30%, I believe. So if you have level 7, about 20 some odd percent.
Okay. Not ideal, but it'll be useful.
Whereas,
well, she's about to drop her NP, so I am in fact going to do that. Just for the invincible, you know?
well, that was
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Ugh. Respectfully, Dakota Doyle, I would like to avoid those. Oh. It's for yourselves, isn't a nice Gramps layout. Alright, Gramps, come on. Oh boy. I got a feeling I'm gonna, like, just miss this or something, you know? Yeah.
Don't lose Gramps.
For... Yeah, you think I'm trying to lose Gramps?
I don't know the way you've been playing.
I will punch you. I will physically punch you.
Hit it with a coup.
Doesn't work!
I know.
It's the wrong coup!
Aren't you happy I'm back?
No, I'm not. Go watch more anime. Hi, Jens. Oh. Well, that was not ideal. And that's really not ideal. Oh, that's just a bad lot. That's a really bad lot. I wish I could guarantee that she would target someone besides Gramps. 'Cause this is just a really bad turn of cards, you know? Alright. Yeah. Oh. Okay, that's fine. No!
Rip.
Yeah, there we go.
Come on, Satanta, you can do it.
No, he can't. But it's nice of you to think he can. Oh, that's sad. Oh? Wasn't... Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no. That was unfortunate. I always expect the biggest fight to be at the end of the section, so I was not expecting it to be this time. I was expecting it to be next time. Alright. By the way, before we move on, my inventory is full. Like, full again.
Right, let me show you how to do foos. Go to enhance.
Alright.
It's like you're going into leveling servants.
Okay, so, servant?
Yep. Click your favorite servant. Alright. Now click it like you're going to add EXPs. You see all that?
Mm-hmm.
Add those. You want me to show you to speed this up too?
Sure.
So I'm gonna deselect them, and then you can just...
Oh. Okay. And then just...
Yeah. Congratulations, Ku now has 800, or Satanta has 810 more HP. You can do that to 1,000. Once you hit 1,000, you can start doing it up to 2,000 with gold foos. There are two types of foos, one for each, one for attack and one for HP. Scroll down, you're going to see the attack ones then too.
Oh.
You have to scroll farther down.
Oh. Those ones?
Yup.
Lovely.
You could do them all at once.
I'll just go back.
You are such a quitter.
Shut the fuck up.
So those are your gold foos that you just selected.
Okay.
Those are what you do to level past 1,000 on your stats.
Okay, does it matter?
They are when you don't have that many of them. Because you get them very, very rarely. This is probably the most you'll ever get at once. But this is, like I said, select your favorite servant.
See, here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. Ku is my favorite servant, right? But, like, there are servants I have that are fully leveled and ascended that I can't currently use in any workable team that I wish I could do this to. And I just feel bad.
Who are you thinking on that?
Odysseus. I don't have a team for him.
Level Zufu.
Okay. But for now, can I, like, Okay, I'm gonna skip the gold ones. Can I just do the rest?
Yeah. The silvers and the bronzes are what's eating up your inventory space, not the golds.
Okay, alright.
The golds you can save until to be more strategic with if you want.
Okay.
And then, because it's still a lot of inventory space, you know what you do when you finish up this coup?
What?
You move on to, presumably, the other coup.
Oh, because he can only go so far?
Yep. Rinse and repeat till you run out of resources.
Okay. Alright, so it's just ups HP and attack?
Yep.
Okay, alright.
You didn't accidentally select any golds.
Okay. Just making sure. I can't tell. Oh. I think I'm missing some statues for Jufu. Or I would. Jeez, how many of these fucking things do I have?
I can show you how to check.
I'm not sure I want to know.
Click the foo button next to servant EXP. That's one type.
Okay.
And that's the other.
Oh, that's a lot. Okay, yeah, I do need to do this with a couple different servants. For the purposes of the fact that she's almost always on my team, this feels like a relatively smart investment, you know?
Yeah.
Nope. Why are you doing this to me? I think I see one gold, but I don't care.
Yep.
Alright, was that... Oh. All right. I guess I'll just go down the line of coups. Is that smart? No, absolutely not. Is that
they cover different classes?
Is that what I'm gonna do? Abso-fucking-lutely. My opinions on Artoria are much more nuanced these days. Didn't you see me use an Artoria like a month ago? Once?
Have they evolved from Artorias are only good at their robots, or they have big booba?
I mean, technically the reason why I like Lancer Artorias is not the big booba. I actually, in fact, hate that part of their design.
Look, I'm just saying, that was the general trend.
I guess, yeah, the mech and the two Lancers. No, I like Ruler Artoria. Playboy bunny suit.
Yeah, it doesn't help the big booba allegations.
Okay. Okay, but let's be honest here. Let's be honest here. The Seki loves the Playboy bunny outfit on Ruler Artoria does not trace back to Big Boobas, but it traces back to Elle Woods in a pink Playboy bunny outfit in Legally Blonde, which is objectively one of the funniest scenes I've ever seen in a movie, and one of the best ones. I'm just saying. Okay. Alright. You know who else I'd love to have a functioning team with?
Who?
Fionn.
Zufu. Zufu is the easiest way for you to get into arts gameplay right now.
I really need to focus on Zufu. I am so close with Zufu to just going in and buying the statues I need. Like, I'm
Wouldn't be the worst investment with how useful she is.
So irritated about it. Just because of that, I'm doing him. Okay, that's probably enough for me to have like a bunch more inventory slots. I can always do more of this later in a second. Let me go see what my Zufu is missing. Just because while we're here, you know? No, it's not anything. It's like a couple of things. What the... Why? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, now you just need her skilled.
Yeah, that's fair.
Zufu, more in Koi and Skya, you want those skill levels. Because at least with Koi and Skya, you're not doing Buster Looping any. Oh no, you have Zufu skilled mostly. Go to the last skill.
Oh, yeah, because I was out of the scarabs when I was skilling her.
Yeah, no, she's honestly. So.
Huh. What do you know? I actually was doing something
buff
smart.
That last skill one more time. You are going to want that one at 10, just because that'll give you a round battery.
Yeah.
I can show you how to use some of your servants if you want.
Huh. Not right now for this fight, obviously, because that's not the build. But
these aren't servants that are particularly useful for this fight, anyway. So
yeah.
You're good.
But wild! I was actually doing something smart behind the scenes and completely forgot about it. You kept telling me to level Zufu, and I did it. For the life of me, I still thought she was messed up, though.
And when you finish this node, when you finish section 12, just let me know, and I will show you how to use art servants with the resources you currently have access to.
Valid. Okay. Question.
Check. Click into Coulter real quickly. Coulter's an evil servant, right? Chaotic evil?
The fuck? Hold down? Yeah, where is it?
Scroll down. Sorry, go to profile.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, evil.
You should be pretty good for this fight. One other thing I kind of want to check, too, if you can go back real quickly. Click back. You use Coulter a lot, and you've progressed a decent on the story. Click return.
Oh, you mean like back?
Yeah, go back to the... I want to see... Look at your Caldae gate real quickly. Click into... Scroll down to rank ups. Your Coulter has a buff that you can unlock.
Oh.
That'll make his NP hit harder.
Hey, what do you know? Should I do that?
Up to you, really. I mean, the team you're building right now mostly relies on crits. But that is a little bit of extra damage you could get. Honestly, I'd scroll through that list at some point and just, like, any servant you like to use.
Yeah.
Like, Iskander has one in there.
Yeah,
Ku regular has one in there.
So does Proto and Caster.
Periodically go through those and clear out the servants you like to use, because those will make them strong, just better.
Okay.
Some of these buffs are, like, enough to make them power creep stuff.
Alright, not right now then, but I'll do it later. Off stream, probably. Okay, so what I was thinking is... Okay, I want Domon, because that's honestly one of my best options here. Now, do I have any other evil servants, and can I filter by that? Or am I just have to know, you know?
I don't know, I don't go through the filters very often.
Nope.
No. But I can kind of know. Shootin's probably evil. Can you click into her profile real quickly? Same way you check Ku, you can check all the others. Although that might be locked to bond. It's stupid if it was. Yeah, it is.
Okay, yeah. And I don't have any bond levels on her.
So, Shootin is, I believe, evil. Berserkers are usually the exception, and you have a lot of good servants leveled. Scroll up.
I do. I spent a lot of time leveling. I also went in and did a bunch of skills when I had time. So most of these servants do at least have some effort put into skills if I plan to use them.
Hang on, I'm going to check a couple of your servants here.
Yeah, that's probably smart. Just because, like, you know, it'd be useful if my backline wasn't useless.
A lot of balanced servants is the problem.
That's fair, Dakota. I would be willing to do that. Maybe when I'm finally home this month.
Now, the problem with shooting caster's a caster and a rider fight. Bringing a knife to a gunfight.
Frostshard says check Shisho?
Chaotic Evil.
But I don't know what Shisho is referring to.
Skahawk.
Oh, okay.
But I'm fairly certain she's either going to be good or balanced. There's almost no chance in hell she's
Yeah, I was going to say Skahawk is generally a more...
neutral good.
Yeah. Yeah. But, yeah.
Scroll down a little.
It might not matter all that much. I do have Samba Kets.
That's going to be good.
Okay. Yeah, I figured.
I won't be honest here. The only things that you have that will work right now that are even kind of leveled are your Berserkers.
Okay. That's fine. I can pop another couple Berserkers in the back line.
Leave MASH just because MASH is free and at least offers protection.
Yeah.
And I'll be real, not necessarily the most useful, but Zufu is just support. Like, the damage doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things as Zufu.
Well, it would help to start getting bond levels on her at this point. Wouldn't it?
No, it couldn't hurt.
If I wanted to actually use her.
By the way, oh no, you're at party cost. You're good.
Yeah.
That actually helped to bring
Yeah.
Zufu in.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, well, Dakota, I'm not going to use Draco yet. That is a last resort. I would like to try to use Ashiadomon here.
This fight will also be significantly easier if you don't pick the wrong dialogue. You could just skip to it. It'll automatically take you to it.
You gotta be a good person.
Good person.
Yeah. Not enjoying fights. I see she's weaker already.
You actually could have won.
Yeah, I could have. I would have. Yeah. Do that just for the buff.
You might get easy to go one around this with that setup.
Who am I popping Koyan's buffs down on? Ashia? Oh, fuck. I forgot he was there. I'm gonna be honest. Wait, hang on. Activate some stuff.
Maybe it's not as effective, though. I still did a shit ton of damage.
It did do a lot of damage. It also got me that.
Doman's a pretty good choice here, too.
Yeah. She really needs to stop crying out for more. Hate that.
I think you got this.
No, I'm sure I do. I'm just annoyed that my fucking charging called her. Beautiful. Finally, I have a charged NP. Good lord. That took forever. Oh. Frostshard, he giggled on the couch for like a good minute, and then refused to let me read it off of his tablet or phone. So apparently he thought it was great. Horrible, but great. Oh, that's unhelpful. You piece of shit. You are terrible. I hate you. I mean, I love you, QUETZ, don't get me wrong, but I hate you. Oh, wow. Not Koyan dropping the winning blow. Yay. Oh, no battles. That would be why the fight was in the last one. Okay. Okay, you came all the way to the top. Hurry, Seki, there on the altar. That's the Sunstone. The Aztec calendar, a monolith that's said to show the past, present, and future according to the Aztecs. That's definitely Quetzalcoatl's second noble phantasm. If we destroy it, this temple will just be a decoration, and we can remove Quetzalcoatl's trump card from the game. 2 birds with 1 stone. Foo! Foo! Roma! Foo! Mash and the others are out of the fight. Quetzalcoatl is coming. Hurry, Seki. This is our only chance to defeat the evil goddess. Ooh, is this a choice that matters, guys? Should I be concerned here? What's wrong, Master Seki? Why are you stopping? Okay. Okay. I don't... Too bad. You're out of time, Seki. I'll be up those steps before you can blink. Yes. Foo. Foo. So you figured out what Cuckoo wants to see isn't a servant victor, but a display of human resolve, huh? Jaguar warrior, how did you get up to the top of the altar? She jumped. I can fly, so I just floated up here, in my boat. Anyway, Seki, what are you going to do? You wasted your one and only chance, so what's your plan? Jaguar warrior and I can only block Quetzalcoatl's charge 1 time. You can smash the Sunstone then. Jaguar warrior is right. This is one hell of a time for boasting, but yes, I agree, crazy as it is. But how exactly are you going to fight? Hit her with that club? I don't know. I'm just clicking. Foo, foo. Height, courage, huh? Also, Da Vinci just burst out laughing. Seki, don't tell me you're going to use a wrestling move on that goddess. Nice idea, baby. That's my future high-income taxpayer. I like your bravery. Your only hope, then, is a plancha. A body slam from that height? That's crazy. Stop it. It's suicide. All Quetzalcoatl has to do is step to the side at the bottom of the steps and you're done. What the heck are you talking about, dummy? It doesn't matter how much higher up you are. Higher is better for a plancha. Meow. In other words, you need to go even higher. I gotta feel like I'm about to get yeeted. Leave that to me. I'll take you as high as you can stomach. Oh. Oh. Alright, that should do it. We're up another 200 meters or so. Oh. This is mostly down to your luck. I'll throw you at Quetzalcoatl as best as I can. But if you don't think you'll hit her, use your hands and feet to adjust your path, like stabilizers. Think about slamming your own belly button into her collarbone. That sounds like it'll work. Yup. That does not sound like it's gonna work. Alright, off you go. Good luck! Sky High Rider Buster Justice Bomb! You really threw yourself at me. At that height, even a lucha master like me can't save you. And yet you're still going to try and hit me with that plancha? Justice! It's too late to back out now. I am alive? You're alive, yes. Just be grateful that I'm a legendary lucha master, yes. You know, the thing with flying moves? Unless both the attacker and the target are the best at what they do, someone can end up dead, yes. You, Seki, are an amateur, so your big sis was really worried. But why were you so reckless? Didn't you think I'd dodge? I believed you'd take it head on. Aw, Seki, mi amor, I'm so glad I joined the Three Goddess Alliance. And now I'm leaving it, yes, because I'm making a contract with you. Thank you. You beat me, Master. You're the first person to beat me so badly. I am Quetzalcoatl, goddess of Mesoamerica. From now on, I'll use my power for you. I love Quetz so much. Like, genuinely so much. I'm actually grinning so hard my cheeks are starting to hurt. Like, so much. Oh my god.
Hey, Zach, you want a donut?
I'll take one if you want to share. You don't have to, though.
I'm not going to get through all these donuts before they go stale.
Oh my god, yeah, no, actually.
The more people that can enjoy the donuts while they're fresh, the better.
That's valid. Okay, well. Just once, guys. Oh, I didn't change my lineup. It's fine. It's fine. I might need to switch Satanta back in next time, but you know.
Just once using who?
I grabbed the guest servant Ketz. Yeah. I was like, why not? I don't usually use the guest servants, but I like Ketz.
Usually they're not worth it.
Hey, it was a level 90 Ketz. I don't care.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. Alright, let's discuss our situation. That is unnecessary. No, the goddess Quetzalcoatl has joined the party. That's all that matters, yes? Of course, they'll figure out the details later, so there's no need for an explanation, Romani. Exactly what I think. Are you getting enough nutrition? Enough sleep? You look like you're about to collapse from the inside out. Are you all right? I'll be happy to give you a hug. Oh, that's impossible. No, sorry for getting your hopes up. Until the singularity is restored, ray shifting is impossible. And even if it is restored, my spirit origin wasn't summoned by Chaldea, so I can't go visit you, no. Hello, Nady. I tried to use the knowledge that you tried to teach me from your PowerPoint, and I failed quite hilariously because I forgot that Emio was not a saber because he used blades. So I had the right, like, diagram of, like, who beat who for the characters, but I just thought Emia saber in my head because he used blades instead of a bow.
Yeah, he also uses a bow, right?
Yeah, but I just did the swords.
We did not watch full retreads of the exact same events with Enya in them for you to mistaken him for a saber.
Yes, that's more or less correct, Quetzalcoatl. I'm glad you understand. Well, I guess we can't do anything about that. No, it's really a shame, but I believe in my fate with Seki. And you, the girl who blocked my patata. You were so cool, yes? I love cool girls, yes? Tell me your name. Please don't grab my sides and lift me up. Please let me down, Quetzalcoatl. My name is Mash Kyrillite. What a wonderful name, yes? I'm Quetzalcoatl. If it's too long, you can call me Coatl. Why not Cats? Why can't I call you Cats? I don't think that's a good idea. Coatl just means snake. Huh? That girl over there, is she... Silence is golden, you feathered snake. Her situation is the gloomiest of all of us. So it seems. I guess I'll act the eldest then. Hello, Ishtar. Is this the first time we've met? I was trying so hard too because I was trying to remember back to the images and I couldn't remember the exact image flowchart. And so I was like, wait, they said do it with characters. It's like Emiya, Ku, and Artoria, but I wasn't thinking about Artoria. Like, I was only thinking about two sides of the pyramid, so Artoria wasn't even in my mind, so I wasn't even thinking of a saber, like, point blank period. I just messed it up so badly. Of course it is. Well, we were shooting at each other a second ago. No, we're friends now, friends. You're so cold, Ishtar, you should laugh more. Be bright like the sun. Nobody asked you. It's inelegant to shine brightly all the time. I shine brighter than anyone, but my blessings are only available to a chosen few. That's how the goddess of beauty should be. I don't just sparkle all the time like you. So you're shy in spite of your divine aspects, yes? Is that just who you are, or is it the influence of your vessel? Anyway, this is the only time in your life as a goddess that you're likely to be humble, isn't it? Congratulations on your good luck. You met a good master, yes? Stop patronizing me. You're the one who's been poisoned by human culture. What the heck is this lucha libre stuff anyways? What you're doing is like using a space shuttle in a go-kart race. You need to realize that for those trying to race seriously, you're a bigger nuisance than the incineration of humanity. En serio? Wow, the space shuttle sounds like really strong flying move, yes. That wasn't a compliment. This goddess is all messed up. The wrestling virus has infected her brain. They get along so well. What? No, you take that back. No, maybe that's right. After all, they're both goddesses that rule Venus. Ishtar is the goddess of the morning star, Venus. And Quetzalcoatl is often depicted as the god of destruction, Tlahuitzcalpantecuhtli, who is the personification of the morning star in Aztec myth. In other words, they're both related to Venus. Maybe the reason Quetzalcoatl is a goddess this time is that her aspect as Venus, that is, beauty, has been emphasized. So it seems. The fact that she put the sunstone in her temple seems to mean she has no intention of using it herself. That plumed snake intends on shining as a goddess with nothing but her own body. See, the sunstone is dangerous and hot, yes? The only thing you're allowed to use outside the ring is folding chairs, yes? And the one who stands out the most here is that mage. Hello, dweller of dreams. Was it you who made the cradle? Yes, wise Quetzalcoatl, goddess of wisdom, sower of the seeds of civilization. I can see where you got those titles. What's with all those titles anyways? You must have been busy back in the day. Ugh. Donut. Piece of donut fell. Sorry, Jack. It's not for you. Oh no. That's like a punishment. You want to talk to chat while I'm chewing?
The archer class really is full of archers, Dakota Doyle.
See, it's not fair to ask me to do anything right now because I'm in a good mood because of QUETZ. So I'm more liable to agree. Got it in time. Okay. What? Alright. There was nobody else who could do it. After a few generations, those more suited than me took over. Anyway, that finishes my introduction to everyone. Let's get to the main topic. About the axe of Marduk sitting there behind my temple. Wah! How can you blatantly ignore me like that? I'm pretty sure a goddess shouldn't behave this way. Okay. I hear the voices of the fairies, yes? I guess there were a lot of them in these ancient eras. I hear something, but do not see it. You humans call it the voice of the fairies. So let's just ignore it. I can't see anything, and neither can you. Yes? Yes? Are you the devil? I'm here. Pay attention to me. Enough with those gestures and pretending that no one's here. Adios? Adios? You're so mean. I've worked so hard for you ever since we met in the jungle, and this is how you treat me? What is your problem, Cuckoo? When I slack off, you try to kill me. When I boycott work, you try to kill me. And when I'm playing around, you try to kill me. Do you not like me? I hate you, yes? Jaguars must die, yes? Why is QUETZ the most amusing fucking character so far? Everything she says is just amazing. I love QUETZ so much. Oh my god. Such harsh words. It's hard to believe they're coming from Quetzalcoatl. Well, it actually isn't much of a surprise. Jaguar Warrior is a divine spirit who is worshipped by Mesoamerican civilizations such as the Olmecs and the Aztecs. The jaguar is a symbol of battle and death. Jaguar Warrior is said to be related to one aspect of Tezcatlipoca, one of the highest deities that frequently appears in Mesoamerican mythology. And, as we all are aware from the videos that we've done about Quetzalcoatl and Tezcatlipoca, they have some beef. And this Tezcatlipoca is rival to Quetzalcoatl. Quetzalcoatl is the epitome of good, whereas Tezcatlipoca is the epitome of evil. In the myths, Quetzalcoatl is even killed by Tezcatlipoca. This resulted in the fall of the civilization that Quetzalcoatl had lovingly raised. Of course I'm real. What did you people think I was? Perhaps some kind of jungle hallucination was my thought. I hear Mexico has some good cacti. Is that a reference to peyote? I think this is a reference to peyote. You thought I was the spirit of a peyote? So, as you see, I'm a poor jaguar spirit who was cruelly abused by Cuckoo. Even when I got the sacrifices, I couldn't eat their hearts, and she got serious mad, too. Of course, I won't allow sacrifices to take place in my sight. I only accept them when I take a new host. I don't need any other sacrificial rituals. Unlike Tezcatlipoca, I don't look forward to the sacrificial rituals. You see, that's why all the warriors that were sacrifices are still alive. They're all doing the training that Cuckoo set for them, all over Eridu. She said, first you're going to learn how to take a hit, and then force them into horrifyingly difficult training. Ugh. Those poor soldiers, that's a fate worse than death, I think. Cuckoo's such a sadist. You want to join them? Learn lucha? I'll start by breaking your limbs and hurling you into the sea. She says it with a smile, too. Seki, don't be tricked by... Back to the topic at hand. Wasn't your goal to get the axe of Marduk more than it was to get rid of me? Yes, that's right. We need the destructive power of that axe to defeat Gorgon. That's why we came here. But what do we do? Nobody told me that the axe was so big. We're not strong enough to carry it. I thought so. It weighs the same as all of Eridu, but I know another way to carry it. We can make a rope with jungle vines and have my winged serpents carry it to Uruk. I'll have 3 teams of 300 of them take turns carrying it. It'll take 3 days. Is that enough time? Of course, that would be great. You work on a whole different scale, Quetzalcoatl. You're way more useful than Merlin. Merlin just taking shots.
Merlin catches strays.
Hey, I'm a thinker, not a worker. Don't compare me to a war god. But it's true that Quetzalcoatl is useful. Let's keep relying on her. Though it bothers me to make a lady do all the work. Does it? Does it really, Merlin? There's no need to worry about that, no. Because there's something I want you to do before I get the winged serpents ready. Okay, look at all these groundskeepers standing around the axe, yes? An army of giant wrestlers? See, a defense system left by the Mesopotamian gods. They've got an attack bonus against divinities, too, so that none of the gods can misuse it. It'll be a bit hard for me and Ishtar to deal with them, so you can take care of it. Oh my, I guess it was too early to assume going home was going to be a cakewalk. Very well, let's do it, Seki. Don't worry, it's nothing compared to what Quetzalcoatl has to do. Just be careful when you select your party members. That's right, make sure you think carefully before you start the fight, Master. Make sure I think carefully so I don't grab any divinities.
Yeah.
Coulter and Koyan are fine, right?
Coulter might have a divinity.
No. Well, I guess we'll find out because, oh, well. Remember I said it would be fun to use QUETZ?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I sense an issue.
Good luck.
I sense an
Have
issue.
a good time.
Shut the fuck up! Oh. Yubal, QUETZ is actually fantastic. Like, genuinely. Like, 100% best character. Well, she might take a damage deduction, but she's still able to hit decently well. Not as good as I'm assuming she normally can, but like, she didn't do nothing. You know? Yeah, Dakota Doyle, truly. Murphy's Law. If anything can go wrong, it fucking will, apparently. Like, Jesus Christ. Apparently, I'm just bad at this game.
Yeah, I could have told you that.
Shut the fuck up. It's fine. I don't, you know, it's fine. Oh, fun. Apparently Koyan has divinity.
Yes, yes, she does.
I asked you and you said no.
I knew Coulter might, and Ku does. Coulter also might have a divinity script being able. I remember the part one divinities because we've done them all for campaign. I don't remember the part two.
Lucky me. Just casually picking the worst possible options. God damn. Also, question. Can I just go ahead and fully 10-10-10 Jufu?
Yeah, if you want to.
Okay.
You are limited on how many crystallized lore you get. You can only really get them from events and through mission completions.
Yeah.
But
I have like 13 still.
supports are generally pretty good for 10-10-10ing.
Yeah.
I always say for Buster servants, 10-10-10ing is actually pretty important when they have Buster enemies.
Yeah.
For everybody else, 10 is kind of most important for the battery.
Yeah. Ooh, bye,
Everything
Koyan.
else is just a matter of how much are you going to be using it.
So, do you think Zhang Yu has divinity?
No.
Okay. Good. Gonna make my life a little bit easier. Dakota Doyle, I think Nick Knack is making the argument that perhaps I should consider how many.
I was going to tell her to 10-10-10 Zufu myself until I saw how many she had. She only has a little bit more than 10.
14 total, 14. And then I used 1. So yeah, I don't have that many.
And she doesn't play the events that often.
Unfortunately.
So she's only going to get so many as she goes.
I think the reason why I have 14, I picked a couple up in like the shop, not like the normal shop, but like the event shops when I see them.
Yeah, that's good.
But that's really the only time. Yeah.
You will get more as time goes on, but like right now when you don't have very many 10-10-10s in the first place.
Yeah. See, the thing is, I realized that like Cuckoo is not doing her full damage, but she still hits really hard, so she is just really useful, you know? Especially because I have a bad feeling about how long Zhang Yu is gonna last before somebody else pops in.
Yes, Dakota Doll, I'm aware that you need servants 10-10-10 for the Grand Graph system. Seki is about 2 years and an entire like 8 years worth of 9 years worth of content away from unlocking the Grand Graph system. So like, you know.
Yeah.
The Grand Graph system is not at the top of my priorities in terms of getting Sekis and Calicoes right now. That's a bridge we will burn when we get there.
We'll burn that bridge when we get to it. I love that Malafor. It is truly my favorite Malafor. Oh, that's fun. That's very fun.
We got this. Calder's pretty good right now.
That is true.
Yeah, no, your Calder's pretty good.
Okay, so 30%.
Honestly, just activate all of Zufu's skills. Class score? I haven't been able to do that much class score. That's because I'm kind of mat broke right now working on, because I've been working on leveling all my servants still.
Oh, dude, the mats for this month? 3 of them. I'm at like 70 plus, right? But the munition and red bones, I was at 0 at the beginning of the month.
There's munitions in this one. Isn't that one of the ones you need for Koyan?
I think so, yeah. I've been splitting between bones and munitions.
We'll have to check your Koyan, because Koyan we actually do want to get 10, 10, 10.
Yeah. I didn't check it after this fight.
I
think I just finished. Yeah.
Still, I guess Koyan, even still, it's only skill 1's actually.
Let me see.
Worth getting to 10.
Let me see what I'm on with Koyan. Yeah, see? It's the munitions. They're in this month's.
Yeah, if you can get enough munitions, level that first skill if you can.
Oh, how many?
Because that battery eventually goes up to 50%.
Yeah. Jesus fucking Christ.
You need a lot of munitions. I would argue, like, even if you have enough of everything else, it might be in your best interest to focus on the munitions unless the other mat's something you need for a servant you want to work on.
I think I was looking at the red bones because don't I need the red bones for Lancer or something?
You might. He's an early servant. I can see.
Let me just take a look.
Red bones are also significantly easier for you to get right now.
No, maybe I don't. I thought I needed red bones for something on one of my servants.
You probably do.
But I can't remember.
A very, very commonly used resource. It's just you can get red bones easily.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, it was the bones. I remember running out of red bones several times while I was when I was originally using them on servants that like definitely needed them. I just can't remember which servants needed them now.
I'm not wholly ignoring the class score system. Like, I'm doing my Bleached Earth quests consistently on NA Online JP.
Frost Shard is trying to persuade me to do stupid things.
What's he trying to persuade you to do? That's not necessary. For a waiver, it's not necessarily a bet you want to take.
No, I want a waiver, but there's a waiver rate up later this year.
Yeah.
And I want
by the way,
Aussie.
before you move on to the next node, do you want me to show you how to do Zufu stuff with your
let me finish the section I'm on.
Okay.
Yeah. Ooh. And also, I want to swap back to. There's my precious. Okay. I've been trying to keep Satanta in my team just because, like, out of the sort of, you know.
Frostshard, I'm going to need to know the basis of your divination. Like,
yeah.
Religious, Wiccan.
Yeah, like are we reading the tarot? Are we reading the dragon bones? Are we reading the smoke signals? Like, what is up here? Also, Nady says they got a waiver spook and a double cuckoo. But, you know, I can't... Unless you can guarantee a waiver.
That's just not a bet.
Yeah.
Take.
Well done. Now, just leave the next 3 days and 3 nights to my babies. Yes. I contacted King Gilgamesh as well. I told him we could deliver the goods a day before Gorgon's attack. Then let's return to Uruk. It's a 2-day trip from Eridu, so we do have some leeway, but... in that case, can we spare just a little time? Since we're in Eridu, you just have to see the finest cylinder seals Eridu has to offer. Ooh, cylinder seals. I'm not sure I trust that, Frostshard. This is the center of Eridu, where royal authority was granted. It's a bit odd that I'd introduce you to this place, being a foreign deity. Royal authority is proof of kingship, as granted by the gods. Just think of it as being akin to a contract or covenant. In Mesopotamia, the gods decide who will be king. One is chosen from among the rulers of the land. As for the cylinder seals, they're those big pillars. The seals are, as the name suggests, like one's personal seal. Seki, perhaps you use stamp-like personal seals back home? You know, a drawing carved on a block, which you then press into ink so you can make many copies of it onto paper. Which is more of a uniquely Japan thing than it is for anyone in the Western world, because we don't use, like, personal, like, name or indicator seals to, like, sign things. But I know that you do that in Japan still on, like, all official and important documentation. So we don't do that at all. But, like, I get it. Well, in Uruk, 5,000 years before your time, that type of seal was already a part of daily life. Of course, they weren't used as signatures, they were for magical ceremonies. They had tails carved into them and were dipped in mud and were then rolled onto things. Tools for the mass production of stories, if you will. It seems the cylinder seals here are the biggest and oldest ones of all. Let's see, you won't be able to read it like this, so let me transcribe it onto the air. A city and a dragon. Quite a story we have here. When a ring of light appears in the heavens, the land of Mesopotamia shall be returned to its origin. It's a seal that predicted our current situation. The city it refers to is Uruk, and the giant dragon is the goddess Tiamat, referring to Gorgon? I exercise my right, in other words, my God-given right to remain silent. I reserve the right to withhold comment as well, yes! To be frank, Hush, furry ball. This is only a sightseeing spot. It holds no special meaning. Really? But the fact that it's a sightseeing spot... Yes, Eridu is a city of the same size as Uruk. To the people of Mesopotamia, the contents of this seal may be well known. The people of Uruk were afraid of Tiamat because they already knew of the prophecy on this seal. I suppose so, and that Goldie established the demonic front knowing the contents on this seal. Well, I'm not one to talk since I was part of the Three Goddess Alliance, but the people of Uruk don't know when to quit. But as a result, this land managed to stave off ruin for half a year, and a master named Seki made it in time. And now it is my turn to reward those efforts. I'm a flighty goddess, but I will do everything in my power to help you. Wow, it'll be a pain if you change sides again so easily, but you are welcome as an ally. And I get why you wanted to show this to Seki. It seems you really are a goddess who watches over human growth. Without being overprotective, you're more of a reliable older sister than a mother. You're embarrassing me. Actually, they did call me Big Sis, yes. Wait, hang on. What, who got bonked for what? FGOJP chat. I can't check that.
Oh boy.
What?
Let me take a look at FGOJP chat.
I think it's in reference to the evils that bless my nemesis. Yeah, I'm the older sister type too. Count me in. Wait a second, I just realized. Isn't this totally like a harem girls situation? 3 goddesses, a little girl, and a kohai. That's a really high percentage of girls. I'm also a girl! Respectfully, I have picked the female master.
Don't worry, the game eventually has programming good enough to be able to identify that and actually change the dialogue slightly.
Oh good, that would be nice. I wouldn't be surprised if a passionate youth event starts up one of these days. Ah, Jaguar, you're leaving the group. I'm appointing you supervisor of the axe-bearing winged serpents. Huh? Oh, come on! You just demoted me to the B team! I want to be next to Seki, where the main action is. Are you going to make me repeat myself? Should I make you a carpet or mount your head on the wall? Okay, the winged serpents will be in good paws. I'll make sure they get to Uruk in 3 days. Wait. There's a max Q... Wait.
Yeah, there's a max QP limit. I've never hit it, but people do, and people did it because you know what else people got with all those foos?
What?
QP.
Oh, I got a shit ton of QP. Yeah. Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, yeah, Jens, but like, I would really like it if it referred to me as a girl. And so, Jaguar Warrior has left our party. Quetzalcoatl has good judgment. I know, right? When you're on the road, the fewer rivals, the better. Oh yes, Ishtar, you can fly too, so there's no need for you to come with us to the jungle, is there? You should probably leave this to Anna and me, and return to Uruk ahead of us. No, I'm coming with you, as if I could leave a goddess alone when she so obviously has an ulterior motive. Right, Mash? You're on my side, aren't you? I'm not on anyone's side, but I just hope the road back is a safe one. Contrary to what Jaguar Warrior said before, this is no harem. It's more like a gambling den. Well, last time it was all dudes, so... Maybe this is just the universe about balancing itself out. Truly, after 7 searches, this kind of thing was bound to happen. This is what makes journeys so much fun. In any event, it's a good thing that the final search is a colorful one. I'm certain demonic beasts will attack a few times before you reach Ur, but they'll be no match for you now. Enjoy yourself on the way back. Just don't let your guard down. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my god. Question for you in chat, by the way.
Yeah. I'll think about it. That plan isn't exactly set in stone yet.
I don't trust you, Nemesis. That's like telling me to take a long walk off a short pier and hoping I can swim at the end.
Look. The worst case scenario, no.
The worst case scenario is I get cuckoo and I get no fucking shoegaze.
Trust me, that's not the worst case scenario.
Sorry, let me rephrase that. Worst case scenario is I get no cuckoo and no shoegaze and no Aussie.
Look, let me tell you right now, cuckoo is a pretty grand pity prize. I would probably jump for joy if you pulled a cuckoo in a waiver.
If I could pull a cuckoo in a waiver, I'd jump for fucking joy. But I have not had the greatest luck ever since getting Odie. On that note, I am seriously considering planning a, it won't be a YouTube stream because, you know, I don't get copyright and stuff, but Epic the Musical watch party in one of the VCs one of these days. This is a genuine option. I do want to do this. What?
Would you consider, to satisfy the cravings of your nemesis, dropping one single pull, not a 10 pull, a single 3-quart pull?
Why?
I don't know. Maybe there's some. Maybe there's some a vision behind these combinations.
Look. If Frost Shard can say something to you that makes you think that there is something, I've got summon tickets I'd be willing to expend. Not quartz, but I'd be willing to expend summons tickets. What?
Frost Shard, I see what you're saying. That only works if something happens, though. Like, 10 out of 11 times, nothing's gonna happen with that.
I just want to see overkill. I really let that NP charge up to 300% before I dropped it. Just for fun.
Like, Frost Shard, if something really is in the wind, like, I need a sign, like, before this stream ends.
Well, because summon tickets are replenishable, you know? Like, much easier than...
No, they're less common than quartz. You only get 5 a month and 1 a week. And then, like, if they could get given out in events, but it's not like that really matters. They're technically the same resource. I'm just stupid about them, and I use them to just roll casually.
You've got some good instincts. However, I do question your character for talking to someone without looking at them. Or does it mean you've become sensitive to my presence? If that's it, I wouldn't mind. That just means it's been worth teaching you proper manners when dealing with goddesses every night. In night mode from the get-go today, huh? What is it? That's exactly what I'm telling you not to do. You don't stare at someone's face in silence, whether she's a goddess or not. You need to say witty things or whisper sweet nothings. Never mind. Tonight, I came to praise you. It looks like you've befriended another new goddess. Well done. I applaud you. It really is impressive, but for some reason, I'm miffed. Let me pinch your cheek a bit. Ah, that made me feel better. What a strange effect. I'm going to record it thus. When Seki becomes friendly with another goddess, inflicting physical pain will dispel my depression. Anyway, you know, despite her appearance, Quetzalcoatl is the strongest within the three-goddess alliance. If she went all out, she could even defeat Gorgon, who has been gaining strength as she slaughters humans. But even after leaving the alliance, the law of the alliance still binds us. Because fellow goddesses can't attack each other, the question of who is stronger is meaningless. Yes, that's why you can never let your guard down. Quetzalcoatl's not that useful, so, Seki. Oh dear. Say, you're looking mighty pale. Have you come down with something? Let me feel your forehead. Yikes, you're burning up. I've never felt a forehead so hot before. The jungle? Is it because of the jungle? Is there some unknown infectious disease going around? Earth really is unclean, dirty, filthy. I'm just tired, my guy. Really? Just how tired are you? You haven't had any decent rest in a whole month. You're taking the term hard work to the extreme. Even hard labor in Kur only lasts for 3 days. Nah, it's like this every time. I didn't know. You are investigating the singularities after all. I suppose that is a difficult battle for you humans. All right, then I'll take the rest of your watch. You go lie down over there. I'll guard the entire area. I swear by the name of Irkala, no enemies shall come near. So sleep and be at ease. Of course, you can also tell me stories about the singularities you've encountered so far. The night is long. I promise I won't get bored. I'll be a good listener.
Sorry, Frost Shard, I just did my own divinations, and like right now, I don't feel luck in the cards.
You just drew, didn't you?
No, I drew on the friend point banners, and like I was drawing to see if like maybe there's luck in the air. Maybe I pull a 4-star or an Ungra on the friend point banners. No, not I. I pulled on 3 separate friend point banners. Nothing.
A pyramid from the sky. What a foolish heroic spirit. I know the type. Just as stupid as King Gilgamesh. That Nitocris sounds likable. A heroic spirit who treats ghosts well is a heroic spirit who appreciates the good things in life. Ah, but skull-faced heroic spirits kind of turn me off. Wearing bones on their flesh just sounds painful. I'm sorry. I ended up tiring you even more, but I enjoyed it. Thank you for sharing your experiences with me. What? Ereshkigal is so cute. Compared to fucking bitch tar. Yes, I'm sure it was a tough, merciless experience for you. But all that, it's like the sort of thrilling adventure I always dreamt of. And more than anything, each one of those singularities ended happily. You're not the only one who worked hard. Look, she's got sparkles around her face. It's adorable! The humans in each period you visited never gave up. No matter how rough it got, they gritted their teeth and rose up. Yes, just what I expect of humans. Nature, fate, the gods, and even evil itself within humanity. Only humans can bring down all of that nonsense. They are the epitome of unlimited potential, so it is appropriate that I protect them. Yeah, no, Dakota Doyle, let's not get crazy here. Well, yes, I like them. I want to protect humans as well as have an adventure like that. But I don't have that kind of freedom. Because I'm pretty sure regular QUETZ is on my ordeal call list. She's one of the only ones that I didn't have more than one name up for when I saw the the list of things for that particular class. I was like, QUETZ. I don't care. That's, yeah. We better get some sleep. We're going back to Uruk soon, right? The area around Uruk is overrun with Gorgon's demonic beasts, but I'm sure there won't be any problem for you. Although I can't vouch for what's going on within Uruk's walls. Well, that ends our nightly chat. You're a frail human, so get your rest now. You realize part of the reason why I'm not getting rest is because I'm staying up every night talking to you? Is there, you know, are we connecting? Are the synapses firing?
Not on all cylinders.
No, apparently not. Alright, we got one section left. Oh, assassins. That's fun. You know, I'd use that Valkyrie, but it's not. I feel like I haven't used a comma in a while.
Comma got a buff in JP. She's cracked right now. Like one of the highest damage doing servants in the game.
Nice. I don't get that benefit.
No.
Yeah.
Not at this time.
Oh. She's so cute though. All of a sudden I can't remember how my abilities work. I'm looking at everything like, oh shit, do I use that? Do I not? What's the... No, I just need to use them. What's up?
No, you know, Frosher, that actually is that's a reasonable argument. I've seen that point made many times. It's not a...
Oh, you're in the Discord?
Frosher made a much better argument.
Good enough for me to waste some tickets? After this section?
That's debatable.
Hear that, Frostshard? You gotta work a little harder, but you're getting there. You're getting there.
Well, it's an ongoing thing where if you're streaming, for some reason, streamers, when they roll on the story banner of all things, have remarkable luck in getting gold. It's not a built-in function of the game. It's just a funny thing that streamers do and like content creators do, and for some reason it seems to work. I haven't tested it, but like it's one of those things of...
I was on stream when I drew and got Odysseus.
But that wasn't on the story
No,
banner.
that was on a raid up.
Yeah. But also the story banner is just objectively the worst banner in FGO.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because it's got everything that you've encountered only up to where you are in the story,
no,
right?
The worst banner in FGO is the craft test.
No, because the story banner is just all the servants you've encountered up till now.
Not even. It's not even all the limited servants. It's only the story locks you've encountered at present. And the non-limiteds. Which don't have any special rating. They're just like every other 5-star.
Yeah.
Kept getting Tomomo Cat. It's never the 4-star or 5-star you actually want, though.
Yeah, I don't really want Tomomo Cat, I'm gonna be real. You know? It's not really what I'm going for.
That is true. Technically, rolling the story right now is your only way of getting more copies of Ku Caster, which makes them actually viable once you finish Avalon the Fae, and getting more copies of Ku Altar if you want the NP to actually hit these things hard and late. But also, it's still a scam.
It'd be nice to get a Karna. Regular Karna. Oh, sweet. Kama one-shot the Usumgalu at the end.
Kama's a really good servant. Frostshard is trying to bribe you with the non-limiteds in Discord right now.
Does Frostshard even know which non-limiteds would really tempt me?
Could get a Vladdy.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
also, he's already said could be a Zhuge. Technically, could be an Aussie.
yeah, I mean, Does he want me to roll on the story banner or the cuckoo rate up?
I think Frostshard's just trying to get you to roll on anything.
Frostshard, what do you want exactly? Vaya, the wall that blew to smithereens is properly restored. Yes, Uruk's people are amazing. Of course, they are all hard workers. The only one with permanent behavioral issues is Goldie. Well, even he will bow his head to this. But why now story, Frostshard? I thought you wanted me to roll on cuckoo. I never imagined Quetzalcoatl would join our forces. You really are the goddess of victory, Ishtar. Yep, that's what he'll say. Yes, Ishtar, that seems likely. King Gilgamesh only planned on defeating Quetzalcoatl. I don't think even he could have predicted Zeki's actions. What's wrong, Anna? Could get a nightingale, could get an Altera. That's not an encouraging indictment. The gatekeeper isn't here. I don't smell blood, but I have a bad feeling about this. Seki, something's bothering me, so I'm going to go ahead on my own. After I check and see that everything's alright, I'll head straight to the Chaldean embassy. Indeed, it feels like life has been drained from the entire city. I don't hear any construction work going on like before. Let's hurry into the city, Master. We should assume something has happened. Nobody is walking around in the streets. The stores are closed too. What's going on? Lord Merlin, you have returned. Oh, but you have returned too late. Oh, you, just the face I wanted to see. What on earth happened here, and what do you mean by too late? Lord Merlin, and you, Lord Seki of Chaldea, could get a Rama. Please calm down and listen. King Gilgamesh has passed away. They are currently holding his funeral at the ziggurat. What? What?
What?
What? There's really a funeral. Siduri, what is the meaning of this? Oh, everyone, you have returned. But you're too late. King Gilgamesh is... How could anyone kill him?
Jack, lead it.
That's right. There's no way King Gilgamesh could die.
Lead it. Jack.
He's a man who saw the future and voluntarily became a mage. He must have had proper precautions against assassinations. He promised me that he'd concentrate on giving orders from the throne to prevent dying on the battlefield. Who could kill him, and how? Merlin is really pissed.
Jack. No.
How the king died, you ask? Well, I can't believe this. Oh, how terrifying. I never imagined it would be this sharp. King Gilgamesh, you're trembling. Are you not feeling well? That's not it, fool. The blueprint for the fangs of Napishtim is finally complete. Look here and feast your eyes on its magnificence. This is prized work. Take this to the armory. We have no time. Build it directly on site, not in Uruk. Tell them to complete it within 2 days. Whew. So it was your usually kingly extreme emotional outburst. I see. This is... External pressure automatically builds the frame, which according to your plans transforms this much within 10 seconds. Truly the work of a genius. My king, perhaps you should consider becoming an architect. Don't tempt me. I'd seriously consider it. A king should be versed in architecture if he hopes to be a truly well-rounded ruler. By the way, it's an interlocking wooden frame, and the pressure comes from oil. It all rises up as if a wave is pushing it into the air. As it is similar to chugging down a stein of ale, I call it the chug-a-lug style. What do you think? Genius, my king! You should get a patent for it as well. This is our secret weapon to defeat Gorgon in the battle to come. Let us send materials to Nippur in advance. Idiot, it's the reverse. This goes from here to here, and place them in this manner. Why would you place it there? What about defeating Gorgon? Confronting that goddess is Seki's job. It's not a place for me to interfere. Ugh. My king, perhaps you really are not feeling well? Perhaps. It's only a slight dizziness, but I may have overworked these past few days. If my magical energy fails, the barrier will be weaker. One can't rule out an attack by the demonic beasts. Could get a herc! Merlin should be back tomorrow. Now, until then... Pardon me, your majesty. A messenger from the northern wall is here to see you. Pardon me, your majesty. We have received a petition from the eastern market. Pardon me, your majesty. We have received a complaint from the brothel. Pardon me, your majesty. A request from the Priestess Academy has been delivered. Pardon me, your majesty. Regarding today's ceremonies, the sacred temple has... The way that I would just start stabbing people. Come now, line up single file, and I'll deal with you one by one. Siduri, go run over to the armory. Things have settled down for now. Looks like I can finally take a small break. But why is it so hectic? They'll work me to death before we face the goddesses. Oof, a throne is here to show authority, not rest, but now I have no choice. I assume Siduri will return in 5 minutes. Until then, just for a moment. Oofda. I must have fallen asleep. Every second is so precious. Siduri, how long have I been asleep? 1 minute? 5 minutes? Oh dear. I seem to have awoken from my nap in the depths of Kur. This is no time for jokes. I really am dead here.
Froshard, rolling an 18 is not that convincing.
Wait, what?
Froshard's been rolling dice in the Discord to show luck, and Froshard has consistently been rolling 18.
I mean, that's not a good roll.
It's not a nat 20.
No, that's true. Froshard, you need to roll a nat 20. And that's how it went. I returned to see the king on his throne in eternal slumber. He died from overwork? No, that just cannot be. This is very relevant to my interests. I could die just like this. This is the King Gilgamesh. If it were so easy to kill him, he would have died dozens of times by now. You're right, I lost my cool in the heat of the moment. Thinking back, it felt strange in Uruk when we left as well. Lady Siduri, after we headed to did something strange happen here in the city? Let's see, the assault of the demonic beast calmed down, but we had many reports of deaths from weaknesses within Uruk. I didn't think much of it because the king's funeral, but it is indeed abnormal. Could this be unnatural, you mean to say? Yes, King Gilgamesh didn't work himself to death. Someone killed him. Which means the Three Goddess Alliance must be responsible. I don't think anyone else is capable of killing the king. That is true, but can Gorgon really kill so indirectly? Yeah, no, but Jens, it would have been so funny if there had been there's a complaint about a copper merchant in District 3, you know? Then I would have been like, hey, Nasir!
Okay, Froshard. See the rules you're playing by. Get a coaster.
Oh, boy. Huh? What are you guys talking about? Hold on. Mash, Seki. Ishtar is in the Three Goddess Alliance. She kept getting in our way, didn't she? Oh, now that you mention it, you're right.
Ritual, buddy. I need you down. Down.
Jack, come here. Good boy.
Fireballs are liable to fly out of this dice at any moment.
Good boy, Jack.
Not on the nat 20. No, it was a 12 out of 20.
Oof.
But I've got one other sacred dice. Want to show it to
Is
the
that
chat?
the...
It's a D100.
Fucking golf ball is what it is. Jack thinks that's a toy for him.
Now it's rolling. Okay.
Yeah.
35.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, I'm not feeling the luck in the air, Froshard. I'm sorry.
See ya, Jens. But if so, who is the third goddess? Who, you ask? It's Ereshkigal. You didn't know that until now? She's god indigenous to this land. Yes, Queen of Kur, ruler of death and phantoms. What did you say? Ereshkigal is here? Why? So not even Ishtar knew the true name of the third goddess. But how? The only Sumerian deity left in this era should be Ishtar. All is well in the underworld. Oh, I see. I get it. So that's the trick. Ereshkigal's resurrection and Ishtar not noticing it. How very, very odd, don't you think? Hey, don't be a smartass, Merlin. If you know something, let's hear it. All right, in the Sumerian myths, Ishtar, the queen of the heaven, and Ereshkigal, the queen of Kur, are like cats and dogs. Ishtar headed to the underworld for no reason and was stripped of her divinity by the 7 underworld gates. And there she was even murdered by Ereshkigal. Isn't that right, Ishtar? A bold move over here. Merlin saying that Ishtar headed to the underworld for no reason and was then murdered by Ereshkigal. Bold fucking assertion, Merlin. That's right. Got a problem? Those 7 cursed gates. Ugh. They stripped away the authority that I'd prepared to use against Ereshkigal, and in the end I was dragged in front of her all naked and mercilessly skewered over and over with spears. Since then, I really have a hard time dealing with her. But why did Ereshkigal get resurrected? And on top of that, she's part of the Three Goddess Alliance. As far as her joining the Alliance, I imagine only she knows the reason, but I know why Ereshkigal was resurrected. It's you, Ishtar. When you were summoned, Ereshkigal was summoned too. I thought it strange to begin with. Why did the temple matron who successfully summoned you die? The most likely answer is that Ereshkigal killed her. She summoned not 1 but 2 goddesses. The girl that served as your vessel had quite an amusing persona. She was able to cleanly separate her good and evil sides. One became you, and the other became Ereshkigal.
Chat, I need you to know how bad your luck is right now. I rolled every single one of my non-D100 dice. I'll do that one again in a minute. And none of them hit a max roll.
So, exactly, Jens. Exactly. Dumozed. I get it. I've been touting my own goodness too much. Besides, I can get more offerings if I'm a tad bad, yeah? By the way, come by my Aeana later, Seki, okay? I'll give you a worse scare than you'd ever get in Kur.
53 out of 100. Chat, you don't understand. There is no luck surrounding me right now.
Well, maybe that's just you. Maybe because it's all centering on me.
Do you want to do the honors?
Give me a d20.
Just the d20 and a coaster to roll it into.
I was just going to roll it like here.
Fuck up my desk, why don't you?
Is it gonna fuck up your desk?
My desk already fucked up. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, that was not good. Nope. But I'm also, like, rolling very delicately, so...
Luck does not bless the knick-knack residence right now.
I see. Ishtar, the goddess of bountiful harvest, can be seen as the great Earth Mother, symbolizing human life.
Also, I need new dice bags.
On the other hand, Ereshkigal symbolizes human death and is the terrible Earth Mother. The two goddesses are two sides of the same coin and perhaps born from the same deity. The goddess nurturing life later becomes a goddess of death. Izanami of Japanese myths follows this pattern as well. So if Ishtar was summoned, then by extension, Ereshkigal would be too. Furthermore, they're the same deity, so that's why we only counted a single Sumerian goddess. Wow. Then what, she might have been secretly using this body of mine the whole time? The possibility does exist. Ereshkigal cannot leave Kur. When she moved around above ground, she probably used your body, secretly, like when you were asleep. I see. It is Ereshkigal's scent of death that fills Uruk now. Ereshkigal's Galu spirits remove souls from the weak and exhausted first. One such spirit must have taken King Gilgamesh's soul to Kur. If that's the case, we still have time. We haven't yet buried the king's corpse. If we liberate his soul from the soul cages, he might wake up. That is correct, Lady Siduri. Actually, we'd be in a lot of trouble if we lost him now. King Gilgamesh's leadership is an absolute necessity if we want to defeat Gorgon. Which means we'll have to head to Kur and retrieve his soul. Right, Senpai? Frostshard, why are you... Wait, what? Did Frostshard genuinely just bribe us?
No, only...
Okay. Wait, you both speak of going to Kur so easily. Isn't that a bit overzealous? It's the underworld, a world where every heroic spirit and deity is powerless. There, Ereshkigal is the absolute law. No matter what you do, you'll get captured and sentenced to skewering, you see? Ah. No, that's so valid. I mean, I say that Eresh got the good half. Nady says they got a 20.
You want me to play the Google Dice game now?
Yeah, we don't get a chance like this often. Let's make sure to put King Gilgamesh deep in our debt for this. Crap, I don't like where this is going. I need to escape while I can. Don't you dare. Hold it right there, Ishtar. Yes? You know how to get to the underworld, right? So hurry up and guide us there. Yes, it's fine. Seki will make the third goddess fall as well. Yes? Wait, you fiery meathead. Let go. Let go of me.
I got a Google 14.
No, Frostshard, I was joking.
Nady, that sounds like you need to roll on the cuckoo banner right now.
Yeah, Nady, you should roll on the cuckoo banner. Wait, Nady already said that they rolled and got double cuckoo and something else.
Luck is clearly in the air. You might get triple cuckoo.
Yeah.
Trust me, triple cuckoo.
So what Nick Nack is saying is you should roll again, Nady. Dumazid, the god of shepherds, isn't there anymore. We can't be resurrected if we die, so why do you want to go to the underworld? Double cuckoo and waver is what Nady got. Oh, which is, that's tempting, you know? That's tempting. All right.
Am I showing you how to art stuff now?
Yes, but also I feel like we need to roll on something.
You're gonna give in to peer pressure.
I prefer to call it being weak to gambling.
My best recommendation right now is the Cuckoo banner. Cuckoo is just the best servant on right up right now.
Not the Nito banner?
Is there a Nito banner?
Yep.
Right now? That's up to you.
There's a Nito and a Cuckoo.
Cuckoo is the gameplay-wise best one, but if you want your Nito altar, there's a Nito altar on right now.
I prefer
And
Nito.
your chances of waiver are the same on both.
I prefer Nito altar. Nady says they're not rolling anymore because they only have one multi left from their Aoko savings.
The only way I could say is Nito altar is an arc servant, Cuckoo's a buster servant.
Oh, you trying to persuade me to get Cuckoo?
No, I'm being fully transparent here. Nito altar is not terrible, but Nito altar is also non-limited. Nito altar can actually spook you on the Cuckoo banner.
I guess we're rolling on the Cuckoo banner. I've got a lot of summon tickets, so I don't mind expending some of them. Let's go for 10, just to get the extra.
10 summon tickets.
Yeah, I know I have to do them one by one, which is annoying, but you know. Yeah. Alright, y'all. Already terrible luck.
Let this one sit.
What do you mean? Like, don't...
Nope. It's the suspense, didn't you know?
This bullshit is what that is. What's a Kita? 5 tickets and a multi?
Yeah, so T.H.E, do you remember that YouTuber I almost was in a collaboration video with?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he has a ritual where he rolls 5 tickets and then a 10 spin.
Oh.
That's like one of the famous FGO rituals. It's called the T.H.E.
Oh. Does it work?
It's funny when it does.
What I'm hearing is no.
Look, I've had it work once or twice.
No. Oh man, my luck is shit. I have no luck in my soul. None. Nope.
Nope.
Frost Shard. Just for you. Because I have an odd number. I will roll once on story. Once. Just because I have 11 and not 10. Nope.
Yeah, guys, you really overestimate the luck going around me right now.
Yeah.
I know when luck is high around me. Luck is not high around me.
Oh my god, why is that section so long? Jesus fucking Christ. Alright, let's... here. Help me set up a...
Well, let me show you how this works. I can do this in a fight quickly.
Oh, okay. I wasn't gonna start another...
Not in a node. We're going to go to the Calde gate.
Oh, okay.
So go to the...
Terminal.
We're just... I'm going to show you... Because it's kind... it's not going to be a reliable setup, but this is the only way we're going to get it. Ooh.
Jesus.
With no... no skill levels on your art servants right now.
All
so
right.
go up to training grounds or daily quest and go down all the way. Because at the bottom there's the caster QP grinding nodes. Play the one of the bottom two. And you're gonna pick a Castoria here. Caster.
Oh.
Now create a new team.
I'm not ever using that team, so...
Alright, so switch Gawain there to your Zufu.
Okay.
Switch Ultra Lily to be Odysseus. switch Lancelot to be Koyon. Koyon's going to be your best option right now. You're going to want one of them to be Mash just to save space. I'd say Tristan. Alright, and now we need to set up CEs. Go into Odysseus' CEs.
Let's swap this for something else. Because I wouldn't use them in the same. Ah, fuck it. You're there. Alright. C's?
Yeah, go into Odysseus' CE.
Okay.
Can you click that narrow CE real quickly? Okay, I'm actually going to have us leave here real quickly. I want to combine that.
Okay. This is why we should have just set it up in my party formation. What?
Click cancel. Just click OK. And now click out.
Okay. Alright. What do you want me?
Go into enhance. Go into craft essence. And click. Select one of the narrow CEs. And now you're going to basically merge all of your narrow CEs together. You're going to have to unlock them. You only need 4 of them, actually. That's fine. The event's over.
Yeah.
Now that CE will start you with 50% charge. And it's pretty good for Art Servant. So go back. Let's go back to that node again. Now we'll definitely be good to go. That was just to be the most efficient way possible here, because you are going to be sorely lacking on efficiency in this setup. And you're going to select that CE for Odysseus.
Okay.
The rest of your CEs don't really matter for what we're going to do.
Okay.
But you can fuck around with it if you really have anything you want to put in there.
I don't...
Then you can just click OK.
I was going to say, I don't often look at them, so...
CEs become very important as you get later in the game.
Yeah.
Right, and just start the quest.
Okay.
So, I don't know how well this is going to work, but basically put all of Castoria's buffs on Odysseus. Oh wait, that wasn't a max level Castoria.
Oh. I grabbed the one that showed up top.
This really might not work then. Okay, we're gonna restart this. Sorry. This is why battery maxing is actually kind of helpful.
Then you should have said something.
I didn't notice. I've done that before on my own side. If I had noticed, I would have said something. So
Okay.
scroll down. So that Castoria is good.
Okay.
Now on Zufu, use skill 1 and 2. Those are going to increase everyone's NP gain and how much arts cards will do.
Okay.
Now I want to check Odysseus skills. I don't use him very often. Can you check his 3 skills for me? No, those are his click X. It's the actual skills. Don't use them. Just check them real quickly. Okay, that one's good to use.
On himself?
Yeah. Hold off on using that one. That's a battery. And that one doesn't matter.
Okay.
Alright, and just drop his NP. Now, ideally, what this will do is bring us either recharge him fully or bring him close to recharging his NP.
Okay. Beautiful. It's like the Dinobots, but a horse. Oh, it did get pretty close to recharging him
Yeah.
entirely. And
Now-
it's a wave clearer.
Now drop Zufu's extra skill.
This one?
Yep.
On...
Yep.
In theory, just the same thing?
Yep.
もちろん
やるぞ奥間作品の敵地住人の御殿全て一撃で終わらせようトロイヤインポス
Nady, because I only got one copy of him. we rolled him on a fluke. I literally barely spent anything.
So here it's not going to matter because
Okay.
Odysseus's battery is going to be enough to get him to max. If you're
Yeah.
ever short, you can swap out one of your two if you have a swap. I don't think you actually grab that
Okay.
mystic code, but if you have use the mystic code that lets you swap things out, you could swap your Queen Sky in to fill out the rest of the battery if it doesn't max out at any wave.
But
You didn't bring it.
oh, I didn't. Okay.
Yeah, but in the future, like this
Yeah.
one's fine. This is why we did casters because casters are the easiest thing to loop against, which is
Yeah.
great when Odysseus is good against them.
Okay. Oh yeah, Nady, I haven't used him yet ever. This is the first time I'm ever using him. Because I didn't know if he'd actually be viable. You know, it's kind of like how I almost never used Fion. I love Fion, but like.
Fion in theory works the exact same way.
Mm-hmm.
The only issue might be you might not have the battery or NP gain to make him go 3 rounds the way you are with Fion's current buffs.
Yeah.
That you have access or you've given him.
All right. Well, that was beautiful. On that note, though, I do want to check if his skills are upgradable again. I have been looking at skills to try to keep up. I think by the fact that he was not in the top means that he does not have anything I can currently upgrade. Nope.
Nope. Needs horseshoes.
Yep. That's I got him to that high, and then I was stuck.
Check Fion too. Because Fion's going to work the same way, and Fion's going to need his skills to be a lot higher to make him work.
Fion I hadn't done.
So if you want your Fion to be
Yeah.
doing stuff, you can. Now, I can't promise the returns will always work, but that's going to do more for your art servants than what you had before.
Nady, I do level up Mash's skills. At least I have been, I thought. If there's something available, I'll go check it in a second.
Yeah, now you have a 3-turn setup that sometimes works.
What do you mean sometimes works?
Well, against Berserkers, you're not likely to get enough charge to actually finish it.
Huh.
Like, it might just not charge you enough. And you're also not dealing that much damage.
Haha! I know what I needed bones for. I didn't know I needed bones for Fion, but I need bones for Fion. In fact, I could only level up one of these. Okay. Yep. Well, does Smash have something available to her? Yeah, I guess she does. Oh, yeah, it's the one that we didn't level up. I'm gonna hit the same wall as I did with her other 2 skills, yeah.
Just how the cookie crumbles.
Yeah.
In late FGO. And late FGO. And FGO in general.
Oh my god. Jesus. Okay. Alright.
Oh, it's after 9.
Yep.
Where'd my phone go?
Here.
No, that's been working.
Oh. I don't know then.
There's my phone.
Since that's working, we're just gonna...
Put some booze into him.
Yeah. Look, if he's working, I want him up as high as I can get him. Because right now, he's like one of my favorite characters that I have access to that's you know, feasible per se. Okay. Yeah, I think that's... Yeah. Alright. I think I'm done for tonight. Oh, I hit a good stopping point and had some productive, you know, other time now that I know how to use the foos. I'll keep, like, dropping the lower level ones on some of the other servants when I, like, just notice something. I'll probably drop some on, like, Jufu if I haven't already, but I think we just did drop a bunch on Jufu, so... Yeah, so I might drop some on someone else. But yeah.
Seki's got the bare minimum for an art setup. It can only go up from here.
Look, here's the thing. I am relatively dedicated to keeping this art setup going because two of my favorite characters that I currently have ascended are arts. I've been unable to really use Fionn in a way that isn't just clearing low-level shit in a team that I just hope hits hard enough to finish, you know, without any supports. So I haven't really used Fionn all that much, and I hadn't used Odysseus before because I was like, it feels like a disservice to Odysseus, the strategist, the protege of Athena, to just stick him in a team and hope that he hits hard enough that it doesn't matter that I wasn't thinking about how he can be used. I'm just saying it felt like a disservice to him as a character.
We'll work on damage and refundability as time goes on, guys.
So, you know. Oh, they're right. I need to make apples. I have so much AP. At all times. I never run out unless I'm doing a lotto event. And then I'm just going through the fucking apples. Yeah, because oh my god. I almost want to be like, what other art servants do I really like, but I don't have a... But I don't mean in my inventory, I mean like art servants that I've seen. Because like in my inventory, let's see. What do I have? No, we're going to inventory. Where is that? No, it was here. It was just further down. No? No. Question.
Yeah?
I've lost how to access my inventory.
Formation.
Thank you.
Spirit origin list.
Oh, God. Okay. Oh, so you can filter by that.
Yep.
Okay.
And those are your arts NPs.
Yeah, okay. The irony of all ironies, I was using fucking Fionn with with Lanling in a team for a while.
Can you go into your other 1P types as well? I've shown you how to do basic quick stuff, but unfortunately we can only really do quick, like, hit it hard one or two turns.
Yeah, let me look at my Buster.
Buster side, you don't have anything quite yet viable. I think you need one more 50% battery to make some things work, and even the things that work you don't have access to. Really, eventually, the only time you'll be able to, like, 3-turn anything with Buster, with what you have now at least, is one day when you eventually clear Avalon Lefay in 10 years.
Yeah.
Cascu is going to be a viable Buster 3-turner that can work with basically clearing Skya and Waver if you have it.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I got Bedivere. I need to level up Bedivere. Just cuz. I forgot I got Bedivere relatively recently. Yeah. But yeah, no, I mean... Quick is definitely the weirdest one for me.
It's the weirdest one in general. If you don't have at least one of the Scotties, it's kind of hard to make work.
Yeah, and also, for Quick, it just got a lot of coups, you know?
The coups are very quick.
Yeah.
Friendly.
Which makes sense, but I just had a lot of them, you know?
Only advice there is if you see a Scotty and you can get a Scotty, get a Scotty.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ruler's the best one, but Caster works too.
Yeah, I don't have a... What about Crane Shop Frost Shard?
Oh, costumes.
Oh.
You might have some free costumes.
I can check.
Or not free, but you can unlock them without having to spend anything.
Yeah. Dressmaking?
Yeah.
Miss Crane, I love you. Okay. What am I looking for?
Look for anything with the line through it.
Okay. Oh, I have Red Saber.
You don't have red saber.
Yeah.
That's for normal Karna.
Yeah, not my Karna. Oh, I do have a
Give
Coulter.
your Coulter glasses. You would still need... It's like a aesthetic ascension.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get it. I don't have Gwen. I don't have... I mean, I have him. Paracelsus. I don't have... Yellow.
Odysseus has costumes, but you have to actually get into a certain... get through a certain level first.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, only after clearing Lost Belt 1. That's fine. I'm close to that. Right? No, I'm not.
You're
I mean,
almost on part 1, and technically you
yeah.
could skip straight to Lost Belt 1. But it's
Yeah.
not advised that you skip the Epic of Remnant stuff.
No. I think that... yeah, it's just the glasses stuff for some of my servants. Yeah. If only I had a lambda. Yeah.
You can give Skahak a bunny outfit if you have 5 rare mana prisms.
I have 14. But I don't care that much. Yeah, there's not really much there that I can do. I think I did already check the shops, and then Evocation doesn't have the... Yeah. I got what I wanted from Evocation. Yeah. Oh, no, I didn't. I didn't grab these. Why did I not grab...
Because you're not really using the coins for anything, and it's not like they're ever going to go away. So.
Oh, yeah, that's why I didn't grab them. Yeah. Alright. I did see Siegfried Frostshard, but I actually don't use Siegfried. I just don't really have a... I don't have a setup that uses him.
In theory, he pairs just fine with Koyanskaya.
Yeah. Well, Nady, as someone who wears glasses, I personally think that's very normal. And I also would not want someone taking photos of my feet. So I feel like that's my... I'm fine. Glasses over feet in the preference list. But I guess with that being said, we are about done for today. You are streaming...
Tomorrow at 7.
Yes, tomorrow at 7, and you're continuing...
Not just continue, I'm finishing Extella.
You're finishing Extella. Ooh.
I don't care if I have to go to midnight.
Yeah. All right, then. So, Knick-Knack will see you all tomorrow. I probably will not see you all until next week.
Is my setup being hijacked again next week?
Probably one more time.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Toodles.
See you tomorrow.